And then nowadays, I am so upset that the things we did and the things we fought for and the boys that died for it, it's all gone down the drain. Our country's gone to hell in a handbasket.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. For my entire life, I've been told to listen to America's veterans, specifically our oldest generation of veterans, because they are the ones who truly understand what America is about. They're the ones who fought for it, built it, and were willing to die for it. So why don't we go ahead and listen to a World War II decorated veteran about the current state of America?
The real truth?
Yeah.
I feel like a foreigner in my own country lots of times, and I don't like it. It makes my heart real heavy. And I just hope we can pull out of this. There's too much Hollywood going on in Washington all the time. The important subjects they don't cover. So the thing is, I hope all the guys will rally up and we'll go back and straighten it all out.
I feel like a foreigner in my own country, he says. Well, let's go ahead and check in on that, by the way. So remember the great allies of World War II, England and America, right? England and America were there to save the West. Does this look like the West to you? So clearly it must be downtown Tehran, right? Look at all the hijabs and Sharia law. No, this is London. This is London. Here we go. Here's tens of thousands doing the call to prayer, blocking streets in London. This is the stations in London now with different languages, Arabic being used in order to name the stations. Muhammad was the most popular boy's name in England and Wales in 2023. Muhammad was. Was this what they fought World War II for? Is this what they fought World War II for? Number of Muslims in the UK up 44% in a decade. Let me make something very clear here. You will lose your people and your history if you import enough people that don't remember your history. This is just a matter of fact. It's not something that really needs to be troubling to people, bother them. It's not something that's even offensive or controversial. Nobody should be triggered by this. This is just a binary data set that says if you import people listen, very few, if any, Muslims fought in World War II, in the great battles of World War II with the Allies, all right? If your country brings in tens of millions of people that don't share that history, that don't share your religion, that don't share your cultural norms and legacies, then here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a country that reflects nothing like the country that the men of World War II fought for. Check this out. For the first time, a census in England and Wales, less than half the population described themselves as Christian. It was one of the world's first Christian kingdoms was England, certainly its most powerful, and now it's not even half the people are Christian. Meanwhile, of course, there's been skyrocketing Muslim population. You can see here. There were increases in the number of people who describe themselves as Muslim, nearing 10% of England describes themselves as Muslim, 6.5%, and Hindu percent. Okay. Now, you've seen videos of broken veterans and veterans who have cried on camera saying, what the hell has happened to my nation? This is the nation that I fought for. And this is happening now in the most viral clip of the day from a British veteran who broke down on live TV saying rows and rows of white tombs for what? The country today? No, I'm sorry. The sacrifice wasn't worth the result. I fought for freedom, and it's a darn sight worse now than when I fought. He's saying they're less free in England, and that the England of today does not reflect the England that he fought for. He's right. by the way. Here we go.
What does Remembrance Sunday mean for you? What is your message?
My message is, I can see in my mind's eye those rows and rows of white stones of all the hundreds of my friends and everybody else that gave their lives for what? The country of today. No, I'm sorry. The sacrifice wasn't worth the result that it is now.
Oh, well, I'm
What
sorry.
What do you mean by that, though? At this point?
What we fought for, and what we fought for was our freedom. We find that even now it's darn sight worse than what it was when I fought for it.
Oh, Alec, I'm sorry you feel like that, because I want you to know that all the generations that have come since, including me and my children, are so grateful for your bravery and all that for service personnel. And it's our job now, isn't it, to make it the country that you fought for. You absolutely fought for.
That is it.
And we will do. We want to...
I'm so wonderful to know there are people like you that can spread the word around.
We will do.
Younger generation.
And I guarantee that everybody watching at home will be wanting you to send lots of love.
It's just absolutely heartbreaking. 100-year-old British vet says his country is worse off than when he fought for it. The sacrifice wasn't worth it. I mean, isn't he right, though? Is England a better country than it was 100 years ago? No, it is not. No. Is it a more powerful country than it was 100 years ago? No, it is not. My friends gave their lives for what? The country today? The country where Muhammad is the #1 name, and Islam is the fastest growing religion, and Christianity isn't even a religion anymore, and this is what the streets look like? Would any British man have stood up and fought so that London could look like this? Of course not. Of course not. Heartbreaking, but true. And before you go on some type of before somebody in the comment section goes after, this frame of thought and says, racist or whatever, bigoted or Islamophobic. This is just human nature, man. Like, it's human nature. And it's good human nature. Muslim countries should fight for Muslim countries. These countries should fight to protect their culture. How is it wrong for England to fight to protect its culture, of course, which is predominantly Christian, than it is for a Muslim country to fight to defend its culture, or a native tribe in America to fight to defend its culture? You hear constantly about that. The tribes are lavished, of course, with billions of dollars every year so that they can preserve their culture here in America. This isn't wrong when other nations from Asia to the Middle East to Africa do it. But somehow it's seen as offensive when this man says it. Poor guy doesn't even realize his worst enemies are sitting right in front of him. That's exactly right. The media. This is so very sad. Our greatest generation. It doesn't have to be like this. What do you mean? As if spoken to a racist. I'm sorry, you feel that way. As if spoken to a child. I can barely imagine the heartbreak he must have felt leaving the studio. This foulness. Desperately sad. You don't hate journalists enough. Ironic that the man interviewing this war hero recently defended Sharia law. Goodness. Most heartbreaking video I've seen in a long time. Nearly every surviving World War II veteran regrets it. They lost their country. A 100-year-old veteran says his version of Britain wasn't worth fighting for. Yet the guy interviewing him effectively defended Sharia law. And there's your problem, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have a shared past, if you don't have a shared culture, if you don't have a shared tradition, then you won't have a shared future. And your country and your culture will atomize. The left knows this. Our enemies know this. And that's why it's critical in our American experiment. I mean, I don't know if Britain's too far gone, honestly. but in our American experiment, at least, that there is a time for assimilation, and that we really get critically wise to the structures that are designed in order to shatter this country to 1,000 pieces. You need to have something in common with your neighbors. You need to be able to speak with your neighbors. You need to have the ability to have kinship and brotherhood in your country. These are good things, and we should make sure that we get them back in America. Otherwise, you'll have more videos like that. It's incredibly heartbreaking. Here's an American World War II veteran saying the same thing.
I don't know. I've lived a good life. I mean, I've had a lot of happiness, smiling, telling everybody that everything was beautiful every day. If I went into my church and didn't say everything was beautiful, they'd think I was sick. And I'm not that way. I mean, I sincerely believe in this old world that everything is beautiful. I mean, if I wake up in the morning and see these plants out here and all those flowers that are in there and the green grass on the ground, that's beautiful. And people don't realize what they have. They bitch about it. They do. And then nowadays, I am so upset that the things we did and the things we fought for and the boys that died for it, it's all gone down the drain. Our country's gone to hell in a handbasket. We haven't got the country we had when I was raised. Not at all. Nobody will have the fun I had. Nobody will have the opportunity I had. It's just not the same. That's not what our boys, that's not what they died for. It's just not it. Darling, I'm so sorry. I'll be all right. Just takes me time to get over it. Why me? See, sitting here like this, see, all this going on. It's crazy. Emily, it's just not the same. That isn't what we fought for. Oh well, I should be worried about it, I guess. I'm 100 years old, they say.